Greetings and salutations, audience. It's Mexican Mike here for another episode of Ace in the Window. Today we're at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino, home of the 50th anniversary World Series of Poker. A couple things around the Twitterverse I wanted to look at. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. So, a couple weeks ago now, since it's been a while, Doug Polk had a tweet out. It basically said...
Doug Polk's been tweeting a lot lately.
Yeah.
You know, for someone that's retired from poker.
Yeah, from a retired guy, he's doing a lot of tweeting. Yeah, he says,
hey,
what's a word people like to use that you find really annoying?
What was your response?
There are so many... This habit of contractualizing everything into like little one-syllable words kind of drives me nuts. You know?
Yeah.
Words are the way they are. Mm-hmm. They're not supposed to be as short as people are making them.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. There's a reason that abbreviation is one of the longest words in the English language. So, yeah, there are lots of them.
Yeah. There were some funny ones there that people were talking about in the post. And my reply was, it wasn't really a word, but I have this thing where, like, you know, I guess lit is a word now that people use, and I hate it when they use the fire emoji.
Right.
For lit.
You know, the worst part about lit is that it's a two-step. First of all, you've shortened the word legitimate, which you really legitimate is not that long of a word anyway. But you've shortened it to lit, and then you've taken another step, and you're turning lit into a fire thing. Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, that's my thing. The fire emoji, I can't get behind it.
Now, it's great when it's used in a good context. Like, for example, we have all seen a Todd Brunson post where he says he's going to incinerate someone's face in a certain hand, or his face got incinerated in a hand, right? And he uses a bunch of fire emojis. That makes sense.
I can
that
get
actually
behind
ties
that
in.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, you know, it's fire tied to fire, but you know, we're like it's the double step.
See, that one I can get behind because it's Todd Brunson.
Yeah. Also, because it's Todd Brunson.
Yeah, because it's Todd Brunson. I can get behind that.
That's true.
But fire emoji for lit, no.
Yeah, not so much on that one.
No.
Not so much on that one. Well, let's see. Wandering around the rest of the Twitterverse, this one came up. We talked about this one a little bit. Very interesting. You guys may not follow this person on Twitter, but she's a good follow. Has a lot of interesting posts. She's talking about Battlestar Galactica, and she's talking about the opening episode. Such an amazing episode in its own right, let alone as a series opener. Still shocking how bleak and traumatic it is. I felt every single one of those 239 FTL jumps. Hard to think of another show that sets the bar so high right out of the gate. And, you know, this is a show that first aired in 2004, something like that.
Yeah, the reboot.
The second one, right? Yeah, the new one. And it ran for like 6 years.
Yeah, about 6 years.
Now, me personally, I didn't watch it until like 2017. I was looking for, I was watching other things on TV and I just didn't catch it. But I watched another series on Netflix with Katie Sackhoff in it. And I was looking for other things with that actress in it because she was really interesting. Found Battlestar Galactica and went, oh, I've heard of that. Why don't I watch it? It's available on Netflix too. Hey, let's watch that. So, yeah, I watched it about 2 years ago. I mean, considering, the CGI and all that stuff was like 12 years old at that point or something like that, it still looked pretty good. I mean, you could tell there were spots that it was like, it's obviously kind of a green screen cut and paste, because the shading is different in some of the black spots. But also, when it was made, you didn't have the depth of black that you have on today's modern television, so that could also explain it, blowing it up to a bigger resolution may kind of screw up some of those CGI graphics. But it felt very impressive. I mean, this is after the new Star Trek's come out. This is after the first couple of new Star Wars have come out. I watched this and I'm still like, this is still in the class of those types of, it's not 100% movie quality, but it's the same type of quality you saw in things like Stargate that ran for 10 years.
Stargate was great.
It was probably better than Stargate, really, because it had a lot more like battle sequences and space stuff. I mean, Stargate was more land-based, land-based gates kind of thing. So, but do you remember that at all? Or do you remember that?
I do remember watching the series when it came out, right? But I, like the old man that I am, I don't really remember. If you ask me about episodes and stuff, I maybe remember a little bit. But what I do remember was, like, I remember when the series came out, I remember there was like a small backlash about like how the Cylons would be portrayed.
Yeah, well, it was a little weird. They weren't the
they weren't like shiny robots that they looked like they had samurai armor on. So,
which oddly enough, that kind of thing actually came back this season in the Orville. I don't know if you watched the Orville, but basically I don't remember what they're called, but the robot people, the race of robot people are kind of like the Cylons. The old Cylons are similar, certainly more so than, Cylons that look exactly like humans.
Yeah. I remember there was a little bit of backlash, but, as the series went on, it kind of like died down.
Yeah.
And, the series was, it was pretty good for their time.
I mean, I think the story carried it past any of the controversy about Cylons not being shiny robots. Just the story was good enough.
So Cylons were, in this universe, were like hot modeled looking women.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you got to sell, your programming, right? I mean,
for some reason, they were always like these hot women. Like,
well, that sells.
Yeah.
It's how you sell Buicks.
Yeah.
you got to sell some Buicks, and that's how you do it.
No, you mean it's not Matthew McConaughey? No, wait,
right?
He's Lincoln.
Oh, yeah,
he's Lincoln.
Right. He's Lincoln. Come on.
Who's selling Buicks now?
Well, that's it for this show, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and tell us what you thought down below in the comments. Bye now.